eSports. This is a very paid league which do have at the price pool of total 100 USDT. So yeah, this will be our the very first match. We do have at 19 teams with us, with us 74 players in total. But let's just look after the play, not play zone, but by now to be the plane path. I'm really excited for that. The map, Rundu, is regarded as the very lifesaver map where you do have at two chances to rely on, as if you got exited earlier, yeah, or face any sorts of knocks and finish. But if a single player is available at the recall point, he could able to recall you, and you will be able to live your second life as well. Yes, guys, look at this grid for the team ready for revenge. Have had got into the battle with the team BXC, have had knocked on a player over there. Look at the team 313 Alpha. They are also getting in the barrels, whereas they are knocking out some sort of players of Team Eagles, and that makes a knock and finish. Numerous and multiple fights are being occurring at the same place. We must have to go over there, but we are looking up the team. Yeah, order sports for the team. Four players standing, but look at the fight between the 313 Sports and the team Eagle Esports. Look at this UDN SYB for the team. Ready for revenge also got knocked in finish at the same point. This is not regarded as a fine thing if we have to call that out. Look at this Eagle Sports facing some sort of knocked in finish at that place as well. One of the team have had got already exited from the lobby, and which will be that first team to face that. So I don't exactly know, but I'm really excited to know for the team AXE Sports players are getting knocked out. For the team PNX as well, players are getting knocked out. Not just knocked, but making out of finish out of that situation. One of the teams just got exited without using that facility. That was a facility of none other than recalling themselves. At the same point, they couldn't able to rely on two different lives. Well, look at the zone. As we have to look after the zone seems to be pretty much interesting. And look at the team CP Sports. They are at on the area of Marin. We just have to get over there. But firstly, I need to go to the team. So called 313 Sports, they are getting in the barrels, and I guess they have got some sort of a final elimination on their name. By this time, I must have to reach that out. Okay, guys, that is the very thing. And I'm also looking after the team NERA Sports. One of the player Stanix, I guess he have had got into the very area of. Okay, guys, look at this. AXC Joker also got knocked out by DFxY. Just trying to get closer. Haber has to loot the base out of this situation. But the only fine fact they got is that they haven't faced any of the fights right now. So not even a frag or casualty for them to face out. So they could be regarded as a neutral team. But look at the team AXE Sports. Apple is making out a knock. ALT and X and B are also getting in the barrel. Look at this. 313 Sports is facing also some sort of shots against them. And look at this, the healing up scenario need to get started on the time. But yes, guys, sorry for the very first matches. It have had got started later on. But yeah, we will try to convince that the matches will be started on time. Sorry for the first one. But yes, as we have to talk about the team who's got exited by the time is the team so-called Eagle Sports. They got exited without any of the points. A 0-pointer game. First game as a 0 point will be regarded as a fine game to face out. But look at this, the recall job have already been done out, and they are getting ready. AXE Sports for the team AXE Sports. But if you have to look after the team with DFxY and WA, they do have had 5 frags, whereas 4 frag has been contributed by a single player named as Apple. But look at this, NEWERA Sports is getting into the very barrels with the team 313 Sports player are getting knocked in finish, times and against. But I think 313 Sports got that recall ability on their side. Look at this. I guess the recall habit has already been done out, and yes, 4 players standing are over here. If we have to talk about the team NEWERA Sport, they only got a single frag on their name. If we have to talk about the team AXEBELS, they got exited a player or faced a casualty. But yeah, recalling job need to be done. But I guess the recalled option has been already utilized for him. But the team Phoenix Esports also get exited at hashtag 18. But as like the team Eagles, they also got exited without any of the points. So 0-pointer match for them to have it. For the team BXC, they're getting into the very barrel. Look at the team SHREEPECH Sports, they're also getting into the very barrel. Right on time. Slack need to get ready. Haber has to go for the spray and all at the time, but haven't been through it. Look at this. Slack is over here. Black Eagle Esports One of the players, Sukal Yaldo, just got knocked in finish, but remaining three player on their own are here. But I don't exactly they do have a recall option or not on their side. Look at this. Black Eagle Esports are getting ready. Okay, CP Sports are making knocked in finish. And yeah, that is the very thing. Haber has to go for the shot. And the very present situation. Haber has to shot. Look at one of the player. Just got knocked. Jody is also facing some sort of shots against him. He converted into a very low HP lastly. He also got knocked out. Two player in the scenario got knocked out for the team. CP Sports, I guess third one also got knocked out. And that makes a finish. But look at this. IGL for the team. Suba have had been here in order to recall the remaining three players, and they are in 4 minutes standing. But no, Rathul unable to get recalled or what? I guess he had already utilized his recall life as well. But that is not a good fact. But no, Rat need to be recalled differently as he got exited lately than his other two teammates. I guess that will be the very thing that makes some sort of difference, right? On time as a timing, as by the multiple times recalling procedure and all. Look at this Subba. Subba is trying to get out of this scenario. I guess he do have a vehicle, so it's an every player Haber has to rely on that single vehicle or another player. Look at this. Jody got another vehicle on their side. The looting of procedure need to be done since they just got recalled. So they do not have some sort of fine loot by this time, but they definitely gonna be trying hard. Yes, Subba is the one player who do have a recall viability on their side. As by now to be Subba is performing that healing of barrel in this very present situation. How they go for it, that is also a very question that I must need to ask. But look at this. Only 57 seconds left in this very present situation in order to go for the another stage of the zone, and that will be the stage number 2. And as I have to talk about the another stage of the zone, that will be really congested. The zones are really small to relay this number of players. For the team, NERA sports player are getting knocked out. I guess Stanix was the player who have been on a recall center in order to save his teammates, but present condition says it's different as he got knocked out and his remaining players are responsible for saving him. In this very present situation, NERA High just also getting knocked out. Argood also got knocked out by MLZ teams. Okay, the healing of procedure has already been started, but yeah, fourth frag on their side. 4 point as a frag win. That was a fine points as we have to call that, but yes, look at this. Teams are getting closer. But 4 frags, and this must be the fight, but no. He had converted a player into a very low HP, but lastly the resulted consequences was different as the player got knocked out. And look at the close. They are being on. Okay. Not that fast, sir. But that will regard as a mistake. It is really not fine to just go on his own for the fight at that moment. If he have had a beer or call out some other players on his side, then that will be the fine thing to do right now. But we look at the team. ANF sports player are not only just getting knocked out, but finished as well. Have got 7 elimination on their very side, looking after the very shots to go on, but haven't been through it. MONGOLZ sports got 7 elimination total, 3 by Raindrop, and 1 by Rainbow, and another 2 by Desert, and 1 by Lonely. But look at this. Raindrop just got the elimination, so he will regard as look at this. That will be the nice knock, and okay, instant finish as well. Not so fine thing for the team, but got the 5 frags, so domination on their side as well. Look at this very bad discipline procedure. Haber has already been started at the point for the team. AXEBELS Invaders just got the very first frag for the team, but remaining 3 players are there without any of the frag points, whereas 1 player for that fucking team also got exited in this present manner. Only 10 seconds left in this very present situation to go for the another stage of the zone close encounter. 3-1-3 esports is over here. Arabi just got knocked out by Orange Sports. Apex just managed a knock at that place. Not so good thing for the team. FM esports players are getting not just knocked but finished at the same time as well. The vehicle The vehicle repairing procedure, however, has already been started in this very present situation. Yes, MNGLZ lonely also got knocked and finished by TTQ minus. That makes a finish as well. Not only a knock, but a fine finish at that point. Look at this for the team 313 Alpha. Has already been picked out by this team. This goes the constant shots against that of the player, but couldn't able to manage a simple knock at also got knocked out. Sado also got knocked out. Locke is trying to go for the constant shots at the time. Look at this. Let's get up. TTQ also got exited at a hashtag 16 with 2 elimination only. 2 pointer for that team. But here comes a rampage on a player name. Grenade is being just pinned out. Auto Sports is over here. Look at this. Porta also got knocked out. Mikey Move is also going against the team 313 Alpha. Numerous number of the players are being taken down at the same point. Only 14 teams and 51 players are available right on this very time. But one of the players for the team of Apex just got over here. I guess Apex got knocked out. So the revival need to be done by the player. Lock for the team Auto Sports in this very present situation. Axe got a very fine zone that will regard as a centric point by this time. Yes, I was right. He got a fine zone for the team. eSports players are getting knocked out. SHREEPECH is going against the team MNGLZ and managing out some sort of frags on their side. Wrath is the player that is going against them. Okay, good to see that. Haber has to move out of this situation as soon as possible. Okay, guys, Auto Sports is over here. Okay, guys, Auto Sports is over here. There comes the very constant shots against that of the very player. The player have been converted into a very low HP. Zodi also got knocked out. W3 got a single elimination on his name, but the remaining of the players are here without any of the frag points and all. At the same time, look at this. eSports. Zodi just got knocked out. He need to face revival on time since he do not have had another life or recall option by this time since the recall situation Haber has already been utilized. Okay, eSports is over here. W3 man is out the very first frag on their side. Yes, look at this for the team 311. Blizzy also got knocked and finished in this very present situation. This will be the second casualty for the team to just face it out. Let's just get moved in. 313 Riggs 222 is over here. Bilzy and Saddle were the player that got exited earlier, but for the team Black Eagle eSports, they got 4 eliminations. But look at this, with Sorek also getting engaged in the very battles with the team Auto Sports. Look at this, only stop not only a single player but 2-3 players at the time. Last place standing is responsible to save the team, but okay, Subai is also the another player who is finished at the time. Ready for revenge is at on that place, getting engaged in the fight with the Auto Sports. Ready for revenge. Griff got the very first elimination. Okay, look at this. Jody also got finished, but Geo also got exited. Yeah, Sports got exited or eliminated at hashtag 13 with a single elimination on their side. 2 of the player for the team Ready for revenge just got knocked out. But the revival procedure, however, has been started, I guess. Rebel is just getting back. Another one team also got close to battle, or they are just seeking for the opportunity to do, yeah, some sort of third-party shots are coming by, but that's mixed by Apex. But look at Stray Rebel, nice one. This will be the very finishing touch as well. Grift is also getting ready with the very grenade. But for this very team, 2 of the players already got knocked, and this will be the grenade, but couldn't able to get connected. Lastly, the aerial disadvantage or hill disadvantage or the very side disadvantage got him on time. Rebel will be the last player representative. Is responsible for the game. By this time, he's getting back, but look at the grenade. Constant grenade also make him exited from the lobby. So very fine team. Let's just get moving. Look at this. Afraid also got knocked out on this very present situation. Constant to just look afraid. Look at this. ROGA eSports is also getting into the very battle. 33 players and 11 teams are over here. And we have been already converted into a very 15 minutes of the very game. NEWERA Afraid eSports is going casually. Look at this. Only 37 seconds left in this very present situation. NEWERA Afraid eSports is also here. This is the very stage 4, so we need to go to the another stage of the zone. MONGOLZ Sports is on this side with a 14 elimination in total. That is a very fine thing to just talk about it. Look at this. ALD, X and B Simple also got knocked in finish at the very same time. Black Eagle Sports is over here. Got 5 elimination on their very side. But look at the team Beauty and Gangster. They also got exited at stack 11 with the 6 elimination on their side. But look at the team Black Eagle Sports. Okay, one of the players took a yellow also got knocked out. But the team A Sports players are also getting knocked out. But there comes the constant shot. So yeah, by this very time, he need to be still and just make him properly healed up. Moreover, one of the player for the team got knocked out. So first priority will be the priority to give the player simple revival at the time. If we have to talk about the team NFL, for that certain team, player are also getting knocked out. For the team MONGOLZ Sport, they have got a very fine domination on their side, which is 14 frags in total. Really fine. Look at this. Another one player for the team 311 eSports also got knocked out. For the team 40 Indias, they will also got knocked in finish at the very same time. But look at this. Constant shots is coming against them. Rain Cup is over here trying to go for the constant shots and all. Look at these players are also getting knocked out at the same time, as I have to talk about that. For the team 311, players are not only getting knocked out but finish at the time as well. Can just perform out a healing up job. Smoke is going in order to revive that one player at the same time. 4 frag has been already contributed or collected by this team, whereas Khan just collected a single frag. Another one, player number 2 got 2 frags and player number 4 got 1 frag, whereas player number 3 and 4 just got exited from the lobby. If we have to talk about the team AXEBELS, Wider just got 2 eliminations on his name or on his side of the. Look at the shot, look at the knock, look at the fine knock, and look at the finish as well. In this very present situation, very badly stoppages, trying to over the constant one. Look at this. Last in the list player also got exited from the lobby. Only 7 teams remaining in the very map. Only 16 players with 7 teams are over here. There comes the domination on invader name for the team. There's come the domination. Really a good game for that team to just score it. As for the team AA, HASHIRA, one of the players for the team have had already got exited. The remaining 2 players are over here. In this very present situation, they have had got only 2 eliminations on their very side. Okay, guys, never after esports got 3 elimination. But one bad fact is that they have had lose a single right constant shots and all. Look at this. Desert also got knocked out by Yusika. But that is being some sort of rough and tough situation. But the fine fact is that they got ace of the zone. NEWERA eSports also got exited from NEWERA eSports also got exited at 6-7 with a 9 elimination, so they could be able to collect some sort of 10 points in this very present situation. Remaining 6 teams are over here as they get into the very positioningly. As track 6, they could be able to grab some sort of 2 point as a survival placement, whatever you may call that out. Never afraid is afraid but going constantly against that enemy. Look at this Black eSports, Black Eagle eSports is over here. There comes the constant shots against that of the player. The healing up procedure need to be done on time, but look at this. And Ritzy is trying to go with the grenade. This goes the grenade, but couldn't able to connect exactly at the time. But revival need to be done on time for the team BKB eSports. Players are also getting knocked out. 7 frag hammer has already been collected by this team for the team MNGLZ eSports. They are also here for the team AXEBELS. 2 players already got knocked in finish. Remaining 2 players, whereas among those of the 2 players as well, one of the players so-called Black got knocked out. MONGOLZ Sports got 17 elimination tour. They are being a very dominating team in the lobby. HASHIRA also got exited at hashtag 6 with a 2 elimination. So as we have to count that out, they got 2 point as a survival point or placement point appreciation, then 2 point as a frag points. Total 4 frag has been picked out by that certain team in this very present situation. That is so good to talk about it. MONGOLZ eSports is also here. 18 frag has already been picked out by this very team. Haber has to go for the shots and alls. Only 30 seconds left. This is our stage 6 and we need to go for the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 7 and I'm being absolutely prepared for that to look after it. Look at this. Rainbow is trying to get ready with a grenade. One of the player for the team already got knocked in, finished by this period of the time. But the player are also getting finished as well. Black Eagle Esports was got exited at hashtag 5 with 9 elimination. They could able to get some sort of 12 points on their side. That is really a truly appreciable thing to call it as. MONGOLZ Sports is also here. Okay, look at this, bro. The team 3-1-1. Khan just got knocked out. Trying to go for the shots and all. Just looking after a fine angle in order to go for the shots. Healing up procedure need to be started on time. Look at this for the team MGLZ. Players are also getting knocked out at that place. But I think they are trying for the finish as well. One lead, 10 seconds left in this very present situation. This is our so we need to go for the other stage of the zone. But last place standing for the team AXEBELS also got exited from the lobby at hashtag 4 with a 7 elimination. So they could be able to collect some sort of 11 points in total. Double digit points for them to have, and only 3 teams are over here in this very present situation. Okay, that has been converted into 2 teams since last place for the team 3-1-1 esports also got exited outside the very zone. Not a fine fact. Let's just get ready for that. NEWERA of Ready Sports is over here. One of the player also got knocked out. Okay, another one player got knocked out. Yuzika is responsible for the clutch to do right now. I guess one Look at this instant finish ever has been done out by lastly team. MONGOLZ esports got the very first second dinner emerald of the very 5 matches. So I'd like to congratulate the team. MONGOLZ esports, I guess they got a second dinner with more than 20 tracks on their side. That will be truly impressive. As congratulations to the MONGOLZ esports for having the very first and first starting match on their side. It is truly appreciable thing for them to have, and this will regard as a good starting for them to have it. But I guess more than 30 points they have collected in a very single match. But for that surely we must need to go through the results in order to be sure enough. Yes, let's go for that. Let's go for the team stats at the same place. I don't know which player contributed how many of the or which number of frags for the team, but here's come the true or the facts. Rainbow collected 4 frags by his own. Raindrop collected 9 frags. Unstoppable on his side. Deserty Giafford 7 frags. So he's also unstoppable for the lobby. And lastly, Lonely is here with 4. 4, 4, 8, 8, 2, 16, 16, 17, 17, 7. Yes, some sort of fine elimination on the name of Raindrop. He is the top fragger or MVP for this match with the 9 eliminations, 1500 plus damage with 18 minutes of survival. As we have to call that, they have got in total. Let's get into the very another segment by this time. Okay, there are our top 5 players for the match. Raindrop is here with a 9 elimination total. Desert App with the 10 elimination total will be our Junaid with 5 eliminations. 4th one will be the for the team. Yes, Sports as well with the 4 eliminations. Plus PMCL baby 1 second with the 5 eliminations on this side, and this will be our top 5 players for MVP for the match to call it as. Let's get into the very another segment. Looking forward for the another segment. In this very same time, there are at the top. This will be our match with the 44 points as like I already mentioned. Now they got 25 elimination total. This points, so this makes total points of 44 points. Second will be the order sports with the 12 points. Third will be Black Eagle Sports with 2 as well. Fourth will be AXEBELS Sports with 11 points. And fifth will be NEWERA of Ready Sports with 11 points. Sixth will be NEWERA with the 10 points as well. These are 6 teams to have a double digit points on their side. Remaining teams are here with a single digit points, so they need to work hard. Moreover, Eagles Academy and Phoenix Sports have had really a very bad match with a 0 point. That was not a good thing to call it as. Yes, guys, we are looking after INBL presented by INBL, and I am Casting on more on your service, and we'll be right back in the second game. Till then, enjoy the highlights. Okay, guys, as we have already completed the very first matches, and this will be our second one among five of the matches of INBL Pro Screams Grand Final. And the second match is the map of none other the Bengal itself. As for the first one, we have seen the map so-called Rondo. But let's see what will gonna be happening in this certain match. The plane path has been started from the area of George Pool and ended up where I don't able to say that, but yeah, we must be known on time, I guess. But yeah, we do have at only 18 teams in the lobby. One team is absented, which get joined in the very first one but could unable to go get join on the second one. That is not so fine thing to call it as. Let's just get ready. And teams are getting drop on their undesirable drop location so far, and that will regard as a fine thing. As by now to be, I'm looking after it, but I must have to see the map in order to figure out the team's drops and the plane path as it is. But yeah, I don't think so. The map will be shown like that, but getting dropped on the side. Or esports is over here, and they are going on the area as a drop in the area of farm. Look at this. In the very first matches, they haven't got some sort of 5 to 6 points, as I know. Okay, there is finally the zone that we must need to see at the time, but most number of the teams are have get disfavored by the zone as well, just like the team that is on Zarki, Jojo area, and close by to the Gatka. In this very present situation, but remaining of the very okay, Auto Sports is over here, just looting out the essentials that they really need. But another one player just got knocked out. I guess that will be the very first blood in this very present situation. One of the player at the area of Jospool got knocked out by the team BK Black Eagle Sports. I guess. I just think we will be gone there soon. But I could able to figure out another one team close by Eagles Dragon and another one team at the northern side of the Georgia City team ready for revenge are over there. The Nepali team will able to see some sort of squad at the area of Mildra as well. Not a single squad, but two squads since one of the teams so-called Order Sport they got dropped on the area of farm and slowly they are heading to the area of Mildra. One of the player has been knocked out, and that makes a clear-cut finish by AXEBELS. First frag on their side has been taken out by the player Flag. Remaining two players are over here. This goes the constant shots against this of the very players. Ever has to get ready. This goes with grenade, but could unable to get connected. Else, like it need to be at the same time. Look at this Slack is performing that healing a barrel. ODES King also got knocked out through that. Yes, shotgun. DVS shot make him knock at the time, but let's see. X Esports got the very first trade on their side, but remaining player are also getting ready for the revenge for sure. Let's just get ready. TK is adding that side for the team BX Esports. Here comes the constant shot. Another one player. Second player Haber has got knocked out. Third one also got knocked out. Last is time is over here, but still able to manage a knock at the end, but not able to finish charge, and that makes a clear-cut finish. And in name of MC7, there's come the domination with the 3 frag and team Beauty with gangsters. Beauty and gangsters just got exited at hashtag 18 without any of the points, and this will regard I did as the yeah single digits points, and as we have to call that out, neighbor back is also here. Simple just got the first strike on their side. Okay, let's get ready. Neighbor back esports are also here. Service Sports got exited at hashtag 17 without any of the elimination points. So 0 pointer for him as to them. Just call it as like these 16 teams are over here for the team Auto Sports. Only 3 minutes and 8 seconds left in this very prison situation, and we need to get move on with that. Okay, look at this. For the team BK eSports, players are getting knocked out in this very present situation. Let's just get up. And ROGA or Leona also got knocked out. And this very present situative concern to just look after it. And yeah. Order Sports, NERA Stanix also got knocked out, and that makes a clear-cut finish as well. OR Lock just got the very first elimination on their side, and that will regard as a fine thing. Let's just get inside of this. And only 2 minutes and 13 seconds left for the next stage of the zone close encounter for the team. First, V2 also got knocked out for ready for revenge. Not a single player, but players are getting numerous knocked and finish at the same time. That is not being a very fine thing. Only 2 minutes left in this very present situation. This is the very stage 1, so we need to go for the next stage of the zone. By this period of the time, while Lock is over here. Lock have had got the very first elimination on their side for the team. NEWERA Sports as well. 2 players already got knocked and finished. Lonely also got knocked out. Look at the shots against that of the player. Players are getting knocked and finished. For the team MONGOLZ Sports, Lonely just plays on the casualty. Okay, nice knock. That makes a finish, but Alpha, you do have had missed a very fine opportunity as the player is out of ammo for some sort of 2 to 3 seconds, but he could not able to do anything on his own. That is regarded as his biggest mistake for this period of time. HASHIRA also got exited by Noel Bank at the time. Disaster Fight also got knocked out. Last standing will be our Raindrop with a 5 elimination. HASHIRA just got oil elimination and got exited from the lobby at hashtag 16. So 1 pointer for the team to face it out on this very situation. As we have to talk about the team Eagles Academy. Ghost Cards just managed the very first frag, but they do have a lose one of theirs as well, and that was player so-called Dragon. Billy just got knocked out by Alpha Mafia. At the same time, Mahabar has to go for the shots and all. Only 15 teams trying to for the constant shots at the time. Only 20 seconds left. The nesting picking up procedure need to get started. New circle will be up here at the time of some sort of 15 seconds, I guess. And that was the very fact. But let's just get ready. Eagles Young is getting ready to go for the grenade and all, but could not able to go for that. But for the team NEWERA Sports, Hyjis just got knocked out at this period of the time. The zone will be converting soon. And I'm really excited for the end stage of the zone. Look at the team, Black Eagle Esports for the team. 1 player got knocked in finish, but remaining 3 players are here as it is. Player number 3 just managed to frag for the team, but Allo is going to stand the grenade damages, but he need to get back. But he has BK Esports. This will be the fine shot, fine knock, but sadly Yellow also got knocked and finished at the same time. Last moment standing for the team. But let's go with that, the very grenade and all. Getting ready. And look at the grenade that makes a proper knock at the time. Last bit standing is over here. 5-6 will be the very last one. ROGA have got just got knocked out in this very present situation. The man is applying pressure. Need to be done on time. NERA Sports got knocked out. Oh, nice one, but no, he to miss that out at the last scenario. But yeah, for the team Black Eagle Sport, this will be the fine victory. But moreover, they have lost 2 of their players. NEWERA Sports or NEWERA PUBG just got exited at hashtag 14, and they are also one of those teams to face out 0-pointer match for the second match. 42 players and 13 teams available for the victory one in Alpha. XG also got knocked out, but lastly, Black Eagle Esport, last place standing, baby 1 second, also got knocked in finish. So there will be the exit of another team at hashtag 13 as the Black Eagle Esports. I guess they have got some sort of 5 frags, 5-pointer match for them to face it out. Look at this for the team Eagles. Ghost KR is also here on this line. Dragon just got knocked in finish. Remaining 3 players are over here. Ghost KR have had already contributed or collected 3 frag for the team, so he is the dominator for the team by this time. Look at our team, 3-1-3 players are getting knocked in finish at that of the very situation. The painkiller picking up job Haber has already get started on this time, and have had to move it around at the time. For the team Yana, players are also getting knocked out. Invader make a fine knock at that place. The player is getting inside. Everybody has to be ready. NF eSports players. AXC just cut into the very battle and make that player or knock in finish at the same time. As I have to talk about that. Here is the viability of the very vehicle. So have had to just move in around. The main supplying procedure need to get started on time. 1 is 14 seconds left in this very busy situation. As we have to talk about that, this is our stage 2, so we must need to get into the very end of the stage of the zone. That will be stage third, and that will be being converted in some sort of 1 minute and 30 second and all. Look at the team. 35 players are over here with the 12 teams. We are heading forward, but one of the players have had been get killed by vehicle elimination, I guess, by the team Order Sports. They have got 5 frags, but with the many of the casualties, so they are fine. But they are getting closer for the square TDQ at this point of time. The player is at on that opposite area, but quickly trying to get to this area, trying to the vehicle spray and all, but could unable to get connected. But look at this, player just got knocked out for the team, but Abits also got converted into a very low SP. That is but Lock is trying to go for the vehicle shot. It's level based, but could unable to manage that knock. The player has been converted into a very low SP. Okay, that was the fact. Only a minute, and as by now I have to call that out at lower than a minute left it for another stage of the zone. That will be stage third. For the team Order Sports, they have done balanced game in the very first one, but second was being much more better than the first one, as they do have had 4 players standing, and look at the aggression they bear out at this period of the time. This is elimination. Teams have got exited, I guess 6 teams, as we started with 18 teams and converted into 12 by now. Only 20 seconds left for them in the stage of the zone. Lower than that, as we have to call that out. This was our stage 2, and we must to reach out another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 3 by this very present situation. Only 5 seconds left for the another stage of the zone, and I am pretty much excited to see the 15. Where does the zone just rely on, and which will be those lucky team who got favored out by the zone, and which will be that teams who couldn't able to get that certain advantage of the zone at the time. Order Sports is over here. They are trying to just get move out of this area. I don't know where will their safe side. They are just really on the area of Potato Hill at that observatory prison situation. But I think Potato Hill is a difficult area to just hold out. But as we see the zone, this was our centric zone. And Order Sports just got a fine portion of the zone by this very time, which is more likely to get to 216 by on their side. If the zone doesn't able to face any sorts of hardship, then this area will be the encircle for sure. But we couldn't able to say anything right now. The zone is unpredictable at the time. But as we have talked about the team TTQ Esports, 2 of the player already got knocked and finished last 2 minutes standing are over here. Aber has to go for the shots and alls. TTQ minus also got knocked out. Last player standing is still here. And they too have had a viability of the very vehicle approach. So could able to go for that one. This player is just getting close in order to revive that player out of this situation. Aber has to go for the grenade and all. Scores the grenade. Could able to get connected exactly. The revival need to be restarted on time. TTQ YOLO mate is still here. This comes the proper grenade, but exact connection Abbott had been built out. Let's go for the shots. Okay. Look at this. TTQ YOLO May also got exited from the lobby. But if we have to talk about the team Order Sports, they got 8 elimination in total. If they collected more 2 of the frags, then they will able to grab some sort of double-digit frag wins on their side. But if we have to talk about the team TTQ, they got 2 frag and got exited at #2 so only 2-pointer match for them to face it out. For the team MONGOLZ Sports, they face 3 player casualty at this period of the time. 3-1-1 eSports, MNGLZ just got knocked and finished, but remaining 3 players are here. But the bad fact is that they haven't got any sort of frags, but face a casualty. Indeed, that is not a fine thing to just call it, as we have to talk about these teams. We do have only 11 teams with 31 players. In order to get appreciated by placement points, the team must need to try to get survive till #8, and #8 is the starting for the appreciation points as a placement or survival appreciation will be given in terms of point from there on. 3-1 esports is over here. This is our stage start, and yes, look at the team. Eagles, they got exited. Okay, they have exited one of the players for the team. MF 369 just got knocked in finish. We must need to be ready. Only 14 seconds left. AXEBELS are on this very area. The zone is being converted at on this very present situation. Haber has to get out of this scenario as soon as possible. The zone Haber has already got converted into a very fine portion at this of the very time. Okay, look at this for the team. NF, another one player also got knocked out. Last place standing will be our GT Pack. Yusik has also got knocked in, finished by Eagle Esport. Never afraid esports are afraiding at the time. This game has been a very big fear for them to face it out since three of the player already got knocked in finish. Last place standing is in the position where if we just face forwarded at this very time, and just comes the multiple shots against him. But yes, I could able to figure out that one of his vehicle tire habit has already been busted as well in this very present situation. Only 30 seconds and less than that left for the end stage of the zone, and that will be our stage 5. The player has been converted into a very low HP, almost dot HP. Go for the shots. Try now, but that player is also facing some sort of difficulties. Only 5 seconds left for the another zone closing. Teams are just coming close by in order to rebound themselves, and the zone will definitely get converted by some sort of seconds. But look at that knock. Apple, the player, just get knocked out for the team. For the team 3-1 esports, they are also trying to get closer for the battle proposition and all. Have already figured out that the enemy position. They got a fine exposure at that very time. Eagles, Young TK also get knocked out away. They also got knocked out for the team. For the team 4 esports, last place standing. Two of the players already got knocked in finish. Third player just got knocked out, but the finish is a sure thing to happen at the time. But look at this, Eagles Kosuke also got knocked out. But sad news is that Alpha Mafia just got exited at a #11 with a 2 elimination on their side. So only 2-pointer match for them to face it out right now. Look at the zone. No any teams got a fine zone, but one of the players for the team MONGOLZ Sports just get a very case of the zone. Remaining of the very teams are outside the very zone. If we have to talk about the team Never After Sports, they got exited with a single elimination without any of the placement points. So 1-pointer for them. 1-pointer match, yes, for sure. And look at the team RE Sports. They have got 8 elimination. They're doing fine as they are at on #2. If we have to look after the very live rankings or live feed at the time, actually esports are getting close by for the fightful proposes. And in this very time, let's get ready with that. Our Apace is at on that situation, trying to go for the grenade but couldn't able to connect that easily. Trying to go for the another one as well. Lock is at on that pace, and lastly the player got knocked out. Apace himself also got knocked out and this very situation. Black is over there. Apace just got knocked and finished by Griff. Ready for Revenge is performing out a very fine game in this very present situation. Hoping for the best as well. REGALIX Sports, I guess they have had faced the very first casualty of the player. Yes, Apex we have had contributed 3 frags for the team. Just got exited from the lobby by the enemy's team AXEBELS. Flag also got knocked out with another one there, N77 I guess. Last 2 minutes time, here comes the constant shots against the invader. Somehow he is saved. That is the fact that he wants to get hit up on time. This goes sort of against that player super lock. The player has been converted into a very lower SP, so that player is being ready in order to get himself healed up in this very prison situation. Only 21 players with 8 teams are over here. Ever has to get moved in this very prison situative concern. Invader is over here. The player need to get revived on times. Strike Ever has already been collected by this very of the teams. AXEM77 for the team AXEBELS. FMA Black also got knocked in this very prison situation. Triple is standing for the team DFx right and WA. Sword getting on knock, trying for the finish, going for the constant swords and all. Only 18 players are over here. Look at this. Esports also got knocked out. The bandage up procedure. Need to get started on time. 15 teams with 8 players. 15 players and 8 teams are still available. We have been converted into a very 21 minutes of game time. Just looking forward for a fine angle in order to go for the swords and alls. Only 40 seconds left. Look at the team DFxYNWA. They got hashtag 8 with a 5 elimination. Trying to go for the constant shots, but couldn't able to find a fine exposure to go for that. Look at this team. AXEBELS are going strictly and mercilessly against the team AXEBELS. And order played lastly win that battle, I guess. Last remaining 16s are over here. AXEBELS got exited as 6-7 with a similar elimination. That makes their total points as 8 points. NEWERA eSports is getting ready. Murtaza is still here. They are throwing out some sort of smokes in order to make some sort of cover out of the situation. But look at the vehicle. The vehicle, in the words of getting rusted. Another one vehicle, buggy, have had faced some sort of tire burst. Later on, we got 6 teams available in this situation. Sagar faced the constant shots against himself, and Shadow makes a proper finish. Shadow also got knocked out. Last room is standing, ready for revenge. Also got exited at hashtag 6 with a single elimination. So that is the factor that is called as that. They got 3 points on their side. Not a good game. Trying to go for the constant grenade and all. Look at the team. 4K, 40K. Esports got exited at hashtag 4. Remaining 3 teams are over here. I'm pretty much excited for that. Which will be the lucky enough team to grab this game on their side. MONGOLZ Esports got exited at hashtag 4th. Remaining 3 teams are over here. Order Esports are more likely to get this second on their side. If we have to talk about that, the game has been already converted into a 23rd minute of time. 15 frag grabber has already been collected by the spirit team, but the true fact is that they have already grabbed out some sort of 20-pointer match. They got exited, but yeah. NEWERA eSports is trying to go for the constant shot that makes a finish at the time. Last and remaining 3 teams, and the team 3-1-1 was standing, but constant shots by the OR Lockbird. That the fight, but knocked a player, but have had to pop him up that healing up procedure, but the grenade could able to make him on time. But okay, look at it, it could able to be back on the time. 1v1v1. 3 teams are here on their very slow self for the team. The game has been converted into a very intense battle at the time. Lock is getting ready with the very grenade. Haber has to go for that. Let's get ready. Khan is performing some sort of revival job, but lastly the grenade comes against him, and that makes a finish. Last standing for the team Order Esports is grabbing this game on his side. 3-1-1 official just got exited as Thor. Look at this 1v1 battle, but it is more likely to get chicken by the team Order Esports. Look at this, FMA Black is also ready. There goes the grenade as well. That makes that player into a very low HP, but the column able to make that player sustainably exit the lobby. There goes the Molly as well. The player faced Molly damage lastly, and yes, the Molly did its job. And lastly, as like I already say so, Order Esports have done a very beautiful game, but I think with some sort of 18-19 frags, but not 20. So they got lesser than 30 points in this very match, but that is good. That will be regarded as a very fine game for them to face it out. Yes, very good game for them to face out. Congratulations for the team. We have a 2 different champions for the 2 different matches in the world. Yes, that is really great to talk about it. And the very first team that get the second winner on the very first one for the team Super Mongols, and second one has been done by the team eSports. And these two are the champion teams for the two different maps, and we do have had a more three maps today. This was our first two maps to play out. And yeah, congratulations for the team eSports. That was fabulous game. Let's talk about the stats. Lock got 8 elimination on his side, whereas OK is here with 4 elimination. Apex is here with 3 elimination, and same goes to the Namu. 3 3 6 6 and 4 makes it 4 okay 10, and 8 makes it 18. But look at this. Lock is the top fragger MVP for the lobby with 1100 plus damages on his side. Moreover, they got the chicken dinner, so survival was also got great. And yeah, congratulations for the team. Audi Sports, they got a very fine game on their side, and I'm being pretty much excited to see another top 5 or top 4 players that is being closer for the MVP tag on the team. Look at this Super Scoot here at the second with the 5 points. This all will be OR Audio Sports Aero Team with the 4 elimination. X is here at 4th with 4 elimination. Last week I got a player for the team Raindrop with the 3 elimination on his side, and they will be the top 5 players for the different match. Congratulations. Ines, we must have to go to the another segment of the match, and that will be our match result. Our match standing for the single match of this. And later on we will go talk about the qualification results. But first, let's look after the team. Match practice for the different match or the map of Bengal, who are with the 28 points in play. We got another team, the second inning with 14, equals in 14. They were back with 14 with Mongols with 2 and sixth will be our DFx with 11. Black Eagle Esports also here with 11 points, 311, and 40k here is here with 99 points. And if we have to talk about that, 7 teams got double digit points on their very side, and that was good. Yeah, but remaining teams have to work hard, but yeah, most probably they got 2 game at 0 point match, not a good game. Overall top fragger at top, we got Raindrop, even in second game we got another player or lock that frag the third will be our Jason. Yeah, the Apex Apple is here at 7 frag, and last we got a PK maybe 1 second for 8 fraction. That will be a really fine thing. Really good to talk about that. And this comes the over ranking, whereas on the top we will able to see the champion team for the very first match, Mongols, with that of the very 46 points in total, 6-point difference. Then that of OR Esports, they got only 40 points. Yeah, as they got the second in this very match, but 6 points lead. Okay, good to say that. Third will be AXEBELS. They are also performing some sort of fine pattern. They got 21 points in total, 4 will be eSports with 23. Same goes to the NB as well. Will be NF with 18, then will be 311 with 18, and then goes to DFx with 18, and 9 40 eSports with 17, and at 10 we got Eagles Sport as 13. Remaining teams have to work hard. Yes, they are the favorite team. They want to come to the very first place by the next game. Otherwise, it will be hard just to sustain. We have already completed different matches, and we do have more 3 maps left by this time, and I must have to call that out. You are watching MNGLZ, and I'm your Castron Mole in your service, and we'll be right back in the very next match. Till then, stay tuned. We'll be right back. Enjoy the highlight. Okay, guys, the very third game Haber has already been started. Yes, guys, welcome. And yeah, with that, 19 teams and 72 players are over here as we have to talk about that. And we must have to just look after this. The beauty and gangster are over here. Four of the player standing at on this very present situative constant to just look after this. And 72 players are here with 19 teams in total as we have talked about this, and the upland path has been started from the area of some sort of chemistry and ended up at on this very present situation of Senus commentary ways. Okay, guys, teams are going to their own desirable drop location at in this period time to just call it that out. And yeah, at the Lipotka area, teams are going in. Teams are getting on their own desirable location at the time, but let's just hope for the fine game. And yes, guys, the podcast is the area as they being on this very time. Yes, Lipotka, drop it by the team DFX. They are over here at on this very time as well. Yes, teams are going on their own desirable location. Meet Milta Powers of got acquired by the team 313 Sports as they are the one teams that got dropped on that very certain area. I could able to see two of the teams are going on the area of NEWERA. As let's get into this. They just get dropped on the area of Noboripnoi. Players are also getting knocked out. Grips just got knocked and finished for the team, ready for revenge, and that will be the very first casualty for the team to face it out. I guess, and he was the very first blood for the lobby as well. And look at this Eagles Academy are over here. Jody managed a knock against that team. ELTX can be simple. FMA Black and EXEC will be the very player. Let's get closer for the battle properties as well. Ratchet over here. Jody also got faced knock at this time. Suba will be the very last player standing. As we have to talk about that. And look at this for the team AXC eSports. Two of the player already got knocked and finished for the team. Last one is standing over here. AXC Invader also got knocked out at the same time as well. Let's just go for the shots and all. At the same time got knocked out at the same time. Joker also got knocked at the time. Last one standing is over here on this very present situation. As we have to talk about that, AXEBELS is still here. Three of the player already got knocked and finished at that of the very time. Kills just getting inside trying to over the swords, and that makes a very fine finish at this very of the situation as well. As we have to talk about that, healing up procedure to get started on time. Explosives are also getting knocked out. Interesting. Yeah. Drinking job, however, has already been started for the team MNGLZ. Desert also got knocked out. Let's just get down for the battle proposes. And in this very present situation, to talk about it, a joke also got knocked out. And just managed to finish at the time. Look at this, the very first knock. However, has to go for the fights and all. Then this absolute right fine. Thank you. But last in the list, they're also got exited from the lobby. Look at the team, MONGOLZ Sports. Four of the player availability at on this time, whereas the team player named that Desert just got two frags. One frag has been just collected by Raindrop, another one by Lonely. But look at the Rainbow. He haven't got any sort of frags on his name. But moreover, they have had already win out the very first battle on the side. As we have talked about the team, none other than ROGA eSports. They got 3 elimination on their name. And okay, guys, let's just get ready. The circle is being closing in some sort of 4 seconds at that of the very time. FMA Black is at on that area. Only 55 players and 15 teams are over here on this very of the side. This was our very stage 1, and we must need to go to the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 2 for sure, and I'm being pretty much excited for that. And look at this. Murtuza is also at on this very present situation. And okay, guys, just get ready. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. 1500 meters need to get a bypass on this very time as well. 55 players and 14 teams are still here on this very line. This is our the very stage 1, and we must need to go to the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 2, and I'm being pretty much excited for that. And look at this. Remaining two teams are here for the fight. Wolf proposes Black is at on that area, but yeah, there is some sort of need to be able to figure it out because this Black is going for the shots, and that makes a fine knock at this of the very place. That makes a very fine knock at that situation. Black is being just pinned out by enemy player Leona from that area. Look at this. Leona also got knocked out at the time. Abel has to go for the battles and alls. Neverback is just getting closer for the battlefield proposes. Leona's got converted into a very low HP. Yes, Simple just got the very first frag on this side. That is good to call it as. Look at this team, Neverback eSports. They are being absolutely prepared in this very present situation. Only 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in this very present scenario, and we have to go for the stage of the zone by the time of yeah, 2 minutes. Neverback eSports is over here, and Lubicado is here at on this very time to just call it as the for the teams. Yeah, what is their name? As yeah, LB WK or not LB WK, but ROGA eSports. Two of the player already got knocked in knees, and the one frag has been picked out by the player as well. There has to go for the swords and alls. There comes the constant sword. Okay, look at that, look at that, look at the swords. The player has been converted into a very low HP by this period of the time. Amber has to be ready. Only 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this very present situation. Just looking after the very fine angles to go for the swords and all. Roga 5-6 is over here. Leona and another one plays to also Sissy. Just get exited from the lobby to casually make them some sort of difficult to handle out, but fine fact is that they got real name. But if we have to talk about the NERA is good, they are 4 in a number. Look at this. Hygist also got knocked out at this period of the point. NERA Hygist is also facing some sort of difficulties. Tanik is also here. Is also facing some sort of difficulties against him. Pitch is trying to just get up. The revival need to be started on time. And gets closer for the battlefield proposes. Another one player also got knocked. Okay, third player also got knocked out. Apex is making some serious clutch at that point. NERA eSports last place standing, and that will be the very player so right. So let's go for the shots. Going for the constant one. It's getting closer, but look at this. Okay. Last player also got exited from here. 48 players and 14 teams are over here. All logs just got knocked out. The revival need to get started on time. And that is the essential part of the thing to just talk about it. And for the team TTQ minus going for the constant shots and all. That makes knock at that bit. Trying to make it out of finish. Look at this. The player has been converted into a lower SP lastly. He also got knocked out. Let's just get moving from this area. 3-1-1 Alpha also got knocked out. The zone is being converted in some sort of seconds, and okay, that has been already been converted. If you have to look after the team, MONGOLZ Sports did have a very fine zone. Cosmos just got knocked out. Alpha Mafia for the shots, and that makes a knock. But lastly, Exit also got exited from the lobby. Not a very fine fact to call it as. Look at this 3-3 Alpha got exited at hashtag 16 with a single elimination only. The revival need to get started on time. That has been already started, and trying to make this revival done and retreat from this area will be the fine procedure to do right now, since the zone has been converted. Yes, only a minute, some sort of 2 minutes, as if I have to call that out. The healing up procedure has already been started. One of the player got knocked in, finished triply standing. Fullback has been already collected by this very of the team. Let's just get up. Aber has to move in with the very vehicle approach. Logie 5-6 also got knocked out by Simple. Look at this. Looking after for a fine area to go for the fights and all. Only 100 meter need to get a bypass in order to go into the very fine zonic area. Neverback is over here. ALTX and B is also at that place. Two of the player for the team already got exited. Roga 5-6 also got knocked in finished by Simple. Look at this. Loli Vakado is over here. 3 player already got knocked in finish. Frag has been already been picked out on this side, but the bad fact is that last player survival could be able to manage this fight. I don't think so, But at this very of the point of time, teams FMA are getting closer in order to finish that players out of this scenario. They are just seeking for the opportunity. And LBWKL Lobby O Kakado is over here. Three frag has been already collected by this period of the time. Okay, MONGOLZ Sports is still here. Haber has to go for the shots and alls. 145 seconds left. Eagles Academy. Four place standing where a single player has just contributed some sort of four frags on their side. Look at this for the team DFX as well. Apex just got collect four frags. There comes the domination on their name. Orlock is still here on this time. Circle is being closed in. Look at the start. Look at the start. The player has been converted into some sort of lower HP at this period of the time. Whereas go for the another fight as well at on that time to just call it as Black Eagle eSports also here. The healing of Rush player has already been done out. Smokey is being throwing out in order to make some sort of cover out of this situation. Black Eagle eSports simply standing, whereas the very first player is in the verge of getting exited, but yeah, he also got exited. Okay, look at this, another one player got knocked out by the team MLG and by MONGOLZ Sports, who at on the very top. Look at this, that makes a nice finish as well. Last player standing for the team Black Eagle eSports will be the player himself, Frenzy, and he is the one responsible body for the team to call it as. Look at this. Okay, guys, Black Eagle eSports, they are just moving here and there, whereas yeah, three of the player already got exited for the team MONGOLZ Sports. Rainbow also got exited in this very period of time. Look at this, also got knocked out. Look at the shots that they are given by, and yeah, I think that looks a finish at that very at the point. Yes, let's just get closer for the battle purposes. Just get into the very battles in this scenario as they have got 5 frags on their very sides. Look at this, look at this. The player has been converted into a very low HP as on this time. Yes, guys, only 36 players and 13 teams are over here. Only 44 seconds left for the analyst stage of the zone. Close call. Let's get straightly into this. But the team NF eSports player are also getting knocked out. Let's just get quickly into the very zonic area. Only 20 seconds left. Only 20 seconds, and thereby we will go further and stage of the zone. That will be our stage start. I'm being pretty much excited, but look at the team MONGOLZ Sports. Desert F also got knocked out. Last standing will be our Lonely, and he is the only solo and lonely player that is available for the team. The zone is being converted. I'm really excited for the 15. Where does the zone just rely on, and which will be the team to get favor out? But look at this team, Eagle Esports. They have got a fine place to rely on, but moreover, firstly, they have had to make their exit, and that was the player so called Lonely. Yeah, but face continuous shots and numerous shots make him into a very low speed for the team TTQ Sports player also getting knocked out. Lastly, last in the list, they are also next grade at hashtag 2 bill with only 7 frags, not 2 bill but 13 with 7 frags, and we do have had 2 bill teams and 32 player available in the very lobby. This will be the stage turn, and I'm really curious to see the stage 15 of the zone, and that will be stage 4 for sure. They do have a vehicle, so yeah, you don't need to worry that much. So it's getting moved, I guess. They don't have to move much, but have to find a fine area to just hold it for some period of time, and defending the area will be the most pressurized thing to do right now. But look at this, one of the players for the team Auto Sports just get closer to the Black Eagle Esports, and he will be the very last place standing, so we must able to empathize his role, his burden of responsibility to wear it out as a solo place standing will be much more than we think. But look at this, one of the player just got a domination with 3 frags. That player name is Devil. And look at this, another one grenade against the team Black Eagle Esports. And lastly, he also exited from the lobby, and they got exited at Insect 11. But yeah, there must be some sort of issue. So it is showing some sort of the team that got exited at hashtag 11 and hashtag 10. So that need to be figured out on time. So please look after that team. And look at the team, NEWERA eSports. They have had got some sort of 3 frag symbol has been converted or contributed to frag by the team, and 1 frag by the black, and remaining 2 player Murtaza and Ichi is here without even the fragments, but they are getting straight forward. The healing up job need to get started on time. 2300 plus meter need to be get bypass, and this very busy situative concern to just look after that. Only all minute left, and as I have to call that, this is our stage start, and I'm pretty much excited for them as stage of the show that will be converted in some sort of 50 seconds and all. Yes, guys, look at this. Only 10 teams left in this very prison situation. The zone has been converted into the very stage fourth, and by the stage fifth, and the zone will act more cruel as the damage will be maximized, and it is some sort of impossible job to be just live outside the zone after the stage 5. Only 20 seconds left for them in the stage four. Team Orange Sports who got the second in the very last match. They have got 5 eliminations on their side with a casualty of a single player, Mikey. Okay, Apex is just looking after the swords, giving precision. Everyone is trying to make out a cover, and look at this. That is the very essential cover provided by Eric, but lastly, Apex got knocked out. I think that player will definitely get a finish since I couldn't able to see any sorts of possibilities to revive him on time. But I guess a player is taking some sort of risks in order to get closer or what? I don't think so. By this time, okay, Eruk is taking some sort of risks to do that, so making some sort of smoke cover to revive their player as well. Eagles are also heading toward to save their players at that time. This grenade sounds familiar to get connected with. But look at this. Young TKR just gets cleared, and the rivals consider need to get started. And okay, successfully they make that player back on the safe field, and the rescue has been already done by that certain team. Look at the team ENF, they are also seeking for a proper angle to go for the shots and all. They are just waiting for their turn to just score it off, looking for the perfect angle, perfect time. This goes the shot. This makes the knock, but sadly, this player also got knocked out outside the very zone. Zone has been cruel against that of the very player, but revival will be easier for both of the teams. So yeah, reviving the very player will achieve that issue. But look at this shot. Look at the connection that the Eagles are making right now. And on this scenario, they have already got some sort of 9 frags on their very side. And look at this for the team 4 OK Sport. Zunaiti is still here. 4 points Saber has by each of the very teams. Trying to go for the shots and alls at that of the very situation. For OK Sports is still here. The zone is will be closing into stage 5 by the time okay of 40 seconds. As we have to talk about that for the team 311 Esports. 4 players standing. They haven't engaged in any sorts of fights, as I can say that because I couldn't able to see any sorts of frags and casualty on their very name as well. Less than 30 seconds left. Just 5 will be up. But if we have to talk about the order sports, they are going with the team Eagles goes to KR. Check out the knock, but not as well, but trying to with the constant shot by Young TKR. Yes, okay, Mr. Closer, the battle seems to be interesting, but look at this. I guess the Eagle player will also got knocked out by the zone. Okay, look at this, okay. He is somehow being saved, and the timing is making him save, but not timing exactly, but the booster that he just take out. But it is really hard to just be available or alive at the same time. As I have to talk about that fact, the zone has already been converted into stage 5. Only 1 minute and 30 seconds left. For the team Eagle Esports, Young TKR also got knocked out. Let's just get closer. For the team OR, Eric also got knocked out. For the team Avikaidu also got knocked out as well. REGALIX also got exited at hashtag 9 with a 3 elimination, not at hashtag 9 but at hashtag 10. Never afraid esports. Last place standing, Yushika is over here. OR Apex for the team Orange Sports also getting knocked out in spirit. It's not a good fact to call it as. Look at the shot. Look at the shot. But are also getting in the fights with Orange Sports. Orange Sports got exited at hashtag 8 by this very time. Remaining 17 are over here. Never afraid also got exited by this time with a single elimination on this side. Average to go for the shots in alls, trying to go constantly, but couldn't able to make some sort of fruitful damage or yeah. Was behind that. There goes the shots by Eagles Quangzi. TPQ Esports, last player standing three since three of the player for the team already got exited. As we have talked about this player, RTF1, he is the only player available. He's just looking after the angles and all. Player just got knocked out in this very present situation. 3-1-1 Sadu also faced knocked out at that very time. King Habat make out or knock at that very of the present scenario. Only 18 teams, not 18 teams, but 18 players and 7 teams are over here for the battle proposes. If we have to talk about the team Eagles Sport, they got 10 elimination in total. Look at the team. The healing up procedure need to get started on time. They are doing that so. For the team 4K Sports, they got 4 elimination by making an exit of a squad at this time. Never Sports is also here. Summit Black is on that side. 4DKS team also got knocked out. And that is a finish as well. Currently also got exited from the lobby. So last teams are over here. For the team 4OK Sports. Shadow also got knocked out. Eagles Dragon make out or knock at that as last player for the team. Vic will be the only responsible body that is lifted for the team. 3-1-1 eSports got a single frag for the team. Need to get into the disaster and also the grenade that is coming by against him. I guess that makes a fine connection. Look at the player as free. Lastly, he also got exited from the lobby. And last in remaining 5 teams are over here. For the team BXC, players are getting knocked out and 3-1-1 just got exited as stuck 9-6 with a single elimination. That makes their total points as 3 points for this certain match. Black is being ready, trying to go with the grenade and all. This goes the grenade. Could it able to get connected on time? But no, that doesn't able to make some sort of fine connection at on that area. Trying to go for the another one as well. Let's just get up in this very present situation. But the team B axis players are also getting knocked out, and they have eliminated another one team from the lobby. So TTQ at #5 as being on #5, they could be able to grab 3 points as a survival appreciation point. They were racking puts over here. PLT and B just got knocked out and make out. But that player just get some sort of fine points. Look at this. Eagles Dragon make it out or knock at that very time. As we have talked about that, last 2 games are over here. Player survivability on the very side. There comes the constant shots against that very of the player. Neverback Esports is here with the very dominant standing on this very pushable time. Only 22 minutes, and look at that player getting knocked out in this very present situation. 3 player are not 3 player, but 3 teams are available with 6 players on this very present situation. And look at these 3 teams are over here. Only the game has been converted into 23 minutes of its time. BXC Vinus is over here. The game has been converted into a very intense battle. Black is at on that very area to call that out. Okay, guys, Neverback Esports are on that situation. And let's get ready. Okay, there goes the grenade, but couldn't able to get connected as like I expected, or he expected. The prediction was fine, but not exactly good. At this very of the time, look at this, the grenade is being against that of the very player. Only 7 seconds left, and we are heading towards the another stage of the zone, and that will be our stage 8 by this time. There goes the grenade. This comes the one, but couldn't able to get connected exactly at on that space of time. 24th minute of the game. Look at this. Eagles are also getting ready, trying to make it out of cover. Look at the knock. I guess the Dragon will be the very last one. We have to just manage the game for the team, but we actually also got exit, so I could be able to see a very fine momentum to carry out by the team. And lastly, yes, last player also got exited by the team. And yeah, look at this team. Never back. Just got a very fabulous second inner on their very time. Okay. Okay. Yes, congratulations for the team Neverback. We have had already got 3 champion teams for 3 different matches, as the very first game has been
beat out by the team none other than MONGOLZ eSports, second by the team. Was the team to get the second winner. I just yeah. Yeah, but Adam thought we will able to get another one second winner team. That was the team NEWERA. They have got a very fine game on their very side. So I'd like to congratulate them by this very time. That was pretty fabulous, and I'm really excited to see the results and all. First of all, we just have to look after the team second counter as how many frags, how many points that they able to gather in this very single match. I guess they have gathered some sort of 14 to 15 frags, and after that 25 points in total, I guess. But let's just see that that was just a assumption made out by me. But yeah, we never back sports. Congratulations for the second winner. And this comes the second winner, team is Trash, whereas Black has contributed 3 frags, Murtaza with 1, Simple with 5, and Easy with 2. In total, they have grabbed 11 frags, so 21 points per match for them to figure out. So congratulations for the team. Really a good game for them to have. In this very present situation, MVP will be the very player for the team. Eagles Sports with the 8 frags. Congratulations to him. And I am really excited to see the remaining, yeah, 4 players that is following him on this MVP list. Yes, secondly, we got a Simple with 5 frags, and Binance with the 4 frags, and Eagles, Essentials, 24K with 2 frags, and lastly, Apex with 4 frags. And that will be our top 5 players for the very match. So, yeah. I'm really excited to see the match rankings. At the top, we will be able to see the team NB Sports with a total 21 points. Secondly, we got Eagles Academy with a 20 points. Third will be the Beauty and Gangs with 30 points. Fourth will be 40K Sports with 10 points. Fifth will be Order Sports but 4 over. While 14 are here at double digit points on their side. So congratulations. Good game for them to fill out, and I'm really excited to go for the overall ranking. This is match number 3. Let's go with that. Look at this, and Raindrop is at the top with 14 frags. Second will be Lock with 12. Third will be Desert F with 10. Fourth will be Quangs 39 with 10, and fifth will be Apex with 11. And this will be our top fraggers for the overall match round. And I'm really excited to go for the overall ranking. At the top, we will be able to see MONGOLZ with 53 points, and yes, who are at second with 47 frags, and third will be NB Sports, who got just second on their name with the 42 points, and fourth will be Eagles with 33, fifth will be 40Ks with 27, sixth will be DFx with the 25, 7 will X with 25, 8 will be 23, 9 will be DFx with 22, 10 will be 311 with 21, 11 will be NF with 20, 12 will be TTQ with 16, 13, 23, Alpha with 14, 14, HASHIRA with 15, ROGA with 10, and REEMM with 9, NERA with 8, 18 SHREEPECH with 7, and lastly we got PMNC with 0 points. So not a good game for them to have it, and we do have it last and remaining 2 matches left. The very first game has been taken out by the team MONGOLZ, second by OR, third by NB, and the remaining 2 matches are still very surprising factor. Yeah, thinking to just look after it. And yes, guys, I'm really excited, and I'm Astronomical. You are watching Inbl Pro Series. This will be our second, not third match, and I'm getting ready for the very last 2 matches. So be ready. We'll be right back after a break.
Okay, guys, the very fourth or yeah, second last battle Haber has already been started. Are you guys excited for the match? First Miramar map. At in this very present situation, I'm being pretty much excited. Only 72 players with 19 teams are over here. I must have to look after the very plain path from where the plain path started and where it is being relayed on at the same time. All these sports is over here. Luck have got offline. I don't know the exact reason behind that, but they were the champion for the very second match, right? Yes, I guess I was right. I'm right at the time. And you are looking after INBL Pro Series or Pro Streams presented by INBL Esports, and I'm Castron Mole, and we are on the very yes. Okay, why it is only showing 64 players with 64 players with 16 teams? I'm yes, there must be some sort of yeah glitches and all, but there are 72 players with 19 teams in this present situation. As in the very last match, I could able to see only 18 teams getting joined on the very match, but by this time, I'm seeing is an every teams, but two player for consecutive different teams are getting knocked out. But look at this, CB Sports is getting into the very battle with the team Eagles Sports. But not only Eagle, they are also getting in the battle with AX Sports, but Jody just got knocked out. Jody just got finished as well. AX Sports is also strongly retreating with the team. Joey is just running there in there. Lastly, okay, look at this. Look at the finish that they just make it out. Civic Sports is at on that offside area. Super IGL for the team. Joker is just trying to get close in order to fit into the very balance and all. Look at this. AX Joker is trying to go for the constant shot, but yeah. Let's get ready. There goes the swords. But for the team NFC Sports also there has been a battle with the 313 Sports. AX Invaders just got finished as well for the team Eagles Academy. They have a good second frag, and that is picked by the super player Dragon. Two frag for the team, but last frag also been picked out. And look at this. This will be the clutch against the team AX Sports, but I'm excited to see the CP Sports side. Eagles Academy is over here. Players are not only getting knocked but finished as well in the similar sense. I'm being pretty much excited. The healing up procedure is being started on this very present situative concern to just look after it. Look at this. The healing up procedure is being started on this very time. This tag has been already picked out by this very time as well. Let's go with the balance and alls. NERA I just take a finish against that of the very player. The bandage playing procedure is being started on this time. SP Geo also knock off here for the team. Eagles Sports trying is ready. They are throwing a sort of stun grenade, but that could have able to get connected properly. CP Sports Geo have a knock off player named Eagles Gosugar, and look at the team BKEE Sports. Baby 1 second just got knocked out, and he was the top rank for 1 hour matches, I guess. Look at this. Eagles Academy. Eagles trying to go for the first and shot against the team CP Sports, and that was the fact that CP Sports have also faced out of player casualty. They are just trying to get closer. CP Sports need to fight well in this very present scenario. Eagles Academy, Dragon is over here. CP Sports are trying to eat in the very battle. Let's just get up. Joe is coming here, and the Rat is with him for the support. But trying to go over that. Okay. That goes the knife against him, but that couldn't able to get fine connection. Yes, that was predicted swords to give it out, but I could able to see another one player for the team R2F for the team not team but for the squad number 40. Okay, there's come the swords and Dragon. The last player starting for the teams also got exited from the lobby. So we have just collected 3 frags, so he will able to do a 1v3 against this of the middle team, and have had showed of the fine game right over here. They have faced some sort of internet issue, so they couldn't able to perform 3 matches as like they want to. But by this very time, they have had lose a single player, but 3 player are revived. So I'm hoping for the fine game. Remaining 2 games will be on their name. I'm just expecting this game to be more than 20 pointer for them to have it, and expecting a chicken. That will be the fine outbreaks to fill out or get out for this team. And this is the very second last matches. Last 2 minutes, 2 matches are listed. Then a shot against this with Boda. just got knocked out against the team NEWERA eSports. Not just knock, but that makes a clear-cut finish as we standing. Also making some sort of knocks at that place. It's ready with the grenade. Never has to go through that. Only 50 players, 15 teams are over here. Grenade is being pinned against that of the replay. This was that was a nice knock for the NEWERA eSports. Last place standing, however, has to make it out of clutch at that very of the prison situation. And look at this story actually over here. There I have just got knocked out and just that knock at the finish, but yeah, I guess that makes a finish as well. They have got 2 frags on their side, whereas 3 of the player already got exited for this very time. The same, the frag procedure is also being started, but last in the list player also got exited from the lobby. NEWERA eSports have done a very fine battles right now. They have got some sort of 4 frags on their side. Okay, we are heading towards another minute. That will be the 7th minute of the game. 14 teams are still available. Only 4 teams got exit from the lobby. In terms of 10 seconds and less than that, we will be converted into another stage of the zone. The zone 15 is the part of interest that is faced by and let's just get ready. TTP Esports is also getting into the very battle. Look at this. Globit says is also getting knocked out. Let's just get closer for the battle. We'll propose this NFUC car also got knocked out at this time. But look at this. Number 1, Bang also got knocked out at this time. I will have to go for the shots and all. This goes the grenade. Okay, guys, there is the team so-called MONGOLZ Esports. Rainbow have contributed 4 frags on his own. He have done a 1v4 battle against that team. For the team TTQ Esports, they are over here. Never afraid Esports have had this 3-player casualty consecutively or sequentially. Last place standing is over here. Subba also got knocked out by KMW Sagar. Okay, look at this. Ready for revenge and Civil Sports are getting into the battle. Ready for the grenade. Okay, just got clear close. Okay, make another one player knocked out. Wrath will be the last player standing. And he is responsible to save that up player at the time. And moreover, whoever has to go for the clutch, they have to take a complete revenge against that team. Subba is being revived at the time. Ready for revenge versus Service Sports, 2 Nepali teams in the class. Look at the 3-1-3 Alpha Riven also getting knocked out outside the very zone. The outside zone battle will be more harder, I guess, since they have to face or fight with 2 different teams. One with the enemies and another one with the zone. Rebel got knocked out by Rat with a beautiful Carol shot at an open, but yes. Okay, 3 players are also standby. And on this very point. Okay, Frag BD is going for the constant shots. That makes a knock against that Wrath player. Last is standing. Okay, Surprise Man is out somehow. 2 of the player got knocked out. Rift is trying to get closer. And in this time, the enclosement is over here. However, has to go with the shots in all. Trying to over the it, and look at this. The player is getting back in this very precise situation. The loadout has already been done out. Let's just get up. Getting ready with the very grenade in this very point. NERA is just also getting knocked out by 40k dribbles. Okay, the revival. The revival is being possible. Yeah, but just showed the good deeds or just returning the those good deeds that I had at the time on the need of Subba. Yeah, but managed that revival, so he had done that as well. Okay, Sirbe Sports Subba is here with Rad, 2 players standing. 2 of the player already got knocked in. The domination got exited, but first player for the team to get exited was the player so-called Jody by this time. And yes, Subba is just performing out that healing up procedure in this very present situation for the team OR Esports. Abyss just got knocked out as well. 34 players and 11 teams are over here. 11 teams. 40 OK Sports, 40 OK or 4 keys, not 40 OK, but 4 key Sports are also getting ahead. They have got differentiation on their side, and one fine fact regarding them is that they are 4 minutes standing. Look at this knock against the Rebel, not knock, but that makes no more shot against that player and make it out of finish. So ready for revenge is also in a very non-fine scenario. Civil sports are being strong against that team. If we have to talk about the team 4 OK Sports, okay, guys, as eSports Suba is also getting ready in this very present situation, getting ready with that very grenade. Grift is add on downside area to expose the grenade, but couldn't able to connect that much finally. Or yeah, that the grenade just make him into some sort of weapon, but not exactly a knock. Shots to talk about it. W3 is Wrath is going for the constant shots and alls. He's just loading out his weapon. Let's go for the fight. Let's get into this. Let's go. But Wrath lastly got finished by that player. RDF Blueberry. Last room is starting for this team. Ready for revenge. However, has to get closer. Last player is at on that very side. But yeah, I guess they haven't also figured out that one player's survivability. But elimination was two, not two, but three. But the alert was false. MLGLZ, the team that got chicken in the very first match, are over here. They have got 4 frags. That 4 frag has been contributed by a solo player named as Rainbow. Congratulations to him. TTQ IMINES also getting knocked out in this very present situation. Let's just get down in order to fight with them. I guess let's just get ready. They do have the availability of the very grenades and also, but they try to get into the very fights and make that player knocked and finish. But look at the kills. Rainbow is the only player that contributed 7 frag for his team. Rather than him, 3 players are here without any of the frag wins, but Blueberry solely being a very cruel player, but last grip managed that finish on time. But yes, 40 OK sports, not 40 but 4 OK sports are over here. One of the players, so-called King, just got knocked out. Warlock also got knocked out. Order Sports, 3 players just got knocked in finish. So last in the list player availability for the team to call it as. Looking after for a fine angle to go for the shots in all in this very scenario. But has to go for it. This goes the shots against that of the very player, trying to make it out some sort of difficult scenario to look after it. But the team TTQ is sports player also facing some sort of constant shots against that of the very player. VXC Vinas is also here. Okay, VXC T2K. Player is on very well. Okay, that is not a target. Trying to finish that situation. Okay, that makes a finish. That of the very player. Beauty and the Gangsters got 5 elimination. They are performing a fine game. This will be our second last game of the day, not the day for the event as well. Eventually, only 7 teams left. The zone has been converted into the third stage of the zone, and we are heading towards the next stage by the time of 5 seconds. BX Finance is over here. Last standing for the team. Order plates also got exited by the team. Ready for revenge. They are also performing a very fine match. But Order Sports got exited at hashtag 9 or what? Not 9. I guess they got exited at hashtag 7 and all. Yes, they must need to be corrected on time. If we have to talk about the team Beauty and the Gangster, they are just popping out that very, yeah, refuel job. I bet already done that. Let's get straightly into the very zone. Only 50 seconds left in this very present situation. Let's quickly get into that. Only 40 seconds left in this very present scenario to go through the another stage of the zone. I'm being pretty much excited and curious to see the overall battles right now, as they have or they are able to save their 4 players on the standby positioning. So yeah, they will gonna be perform some good dates or good game, as I know they haven't had a great game so far in these of the very 3 matches. So this game is coming out something fruitful, something great for them to got right now in this event. So this is the proper opportunity that they got, but in this time they haven't had to lose their momentum. With the 4 place planning, they definitely have has to go for the chicken and all. 121 player, okay, 20 by now as the KMW Saga for the team ready for events also got exited from the lobby. The bandage using procedure is being continually using for the teams. 130 seconds left, and we are heading to our 1 minute 30 seconds left, and we are heading to our another stage of the zone. That will be our stage 5. I am being pretty much excited. Beauty and Gangster are over here. Abbott got 5 elimination on the side. Let's just get straightly into the very zone as soon as possible.
Beauty and Gangsters. DFxYNWA is here. Okay, 500 meter need to get a bypass in order to get into the very zone. And on this very time to look after it. Only 1 minute and 4 seconds left. 300 meter need to be get bypass in order to get into the very fine area so far. Let us hope for the best. There comes the constant cross against that of the very player. Only 50 seconds left. This is the stage 4 and we need to get into the very stage 5 at in this very present situation. Getting ready. Let's just get up by this very of the time. Let's go for the shots. That makes a fine shot over here. T2K for the team B. Absolute and Gangster just got contributed into a really wild speed, whereas one of the player also got knocked out as well. But they are also retreating or replying the enemies with swords as well. The enemies that is being crippled against them, they are also being same against that of the very teams. Look at the swords. Okay, look at the knock by the team. Who okay sports. They will just make it out the very devil knock, devilified knock. No mercy swords will be provided. Okay, they are trying to provide that, but unable to do that. So since the player has already been into a very coverage fight area, but lastly, as no mercy sword, as like I mentioned out, T2K got knocked in finish. With the gangsters, last one standing. Binance is over here trying to go for the swords, but not exactly a fine connection against that of the very player. Aber has to go for the balance and all. It flex as Aber has already been picked out by these teams, but Grift is at on that area. Look at these players are also getting knocked out for the team. Never back. I guess Grift as well. Never back that got chicken in a last match. This will be the fine knocks, not only knock, but that makes a finish by Mafia himself. Last in 6 teams. Okay, look at this. 4 sports are also getting exited by the team. Ready for revenge. They are performing a very fine battle in this period of the matches. They are definitely trying to make it out a game on their side. But the only fact is that they couldn't able to do that. So right now, I guess they don't have a fine number advantage. But the team Beauty and Gangsters player are also getting knocked out by 4 sports. Not just knocked, but as a reply, enemy team Beauty and Gangster are also making out a knock of the enemy team as well. Last in remaining 5 teams with 2 players are over here. Kabar has to go for the shots in all at this of the very pretty concern. Neverback is over here. For the team ready for revenge, Dome standing. They have got 4 frags in total. They need to get into the very zone as soon as possible. I could be able to see enemies team BX Beauty and Gangster outside the very zone. I guess they also know the availability of the enemy teams. I guess according to their movement, I could able to figure that out. But it is really important and necessary for them to get into the very zone on time. Moreover, look at the vehicle. The vehicle is being damaged, and I guess that has been unusable. Right on this time, Griff is being close by or coming close by. I guess Binance is the only player remaining over here. Since another one player just picked out, damaged out a vehicle and somehow get into the very some sort of down in size. Yes, I think both of the teams it will be better for them to get into the very zone rather than fighting with each other outside the very zone. Will not be a very fine decision to make it out by now. Just 5. Let us get quickly into the very zone. I've already been here. Look at the team. We have see why nice beauty and gangsters are over here. 2 of the player already got knocked in finish. Last one standing are here without it without 8 frags without 2 players survivability. Last one standing, making out some sort of covers by using that smokes and all. A painkiller picking up using the hammer has already been started and this very presence is pretty constant to just pick up it and decided looking after a very fine angle. With the shots and all. Lastly, last player also got exited. Look at the grip. Grip is performing a very good battle, a very fine battle as I have to say, talk about that. But look at this. Cosmos just make it out a knock. But Grip has been converted into low HP, but he managed or knock. Our last player is standing. Yeah, Griff also got exited at a sec 4, but he have tried the level with. This 313 Alpha is over here. Alpha Lex is also getting knocked in place in this very present situation where the player already got exited. So last standing will be our Alpha Cosmos, and there comes the constant shots against this of the very players. Let's just get into the very zone at that very time. Healing of procedure is being started. Look at this search, and that makes a finish as we'll have it as go for the fights and alls. Last three teams, which will be the champion team for this very match, and that is a very question to talk about. Right on this time, last three teams are over here. Beauty and Gangsters. Two player already got knocked and finished. Remaining two player are over here and they got 9 elimination in total. After all elimination addition on their side, that makes total double digit frag points. That will be 10 in number. If we have to talk about the team Beauty and Gangster, last one standing, two player already got exited for the team and only 20 seconds left. But look at the swords that has been given to that of the player Beauty and Gangsters. Last one standing. Finance will be the last standing, and he also got exited by the team. Cosmos was the last standing. Last two teams are fighting with its other lastly. That player also got knocked and finished, and this will be the second hero for the team, MONGOLZ Sports, and that makes them to have had a
हाँ
very
अरे मेरा
fine lead
कहाँ है सर
on their side. Congratulations for the team Mongols for having two chicken winner
साथी
in
ब्रेक
this big
गाइस
total event, and they are at on the top with a fine leadings by now, as I could able to say that since the team that is in the very Aztec 2 got exited earlier, so they don't able to get some sort of fine points. Rather than that, Mongols who already at hashtag 1 got this beautiful chicken dinner on their sides, but that chicken dinner will definitely lead them to have
ब्रेक
at
ब्रेक ब्रेक
some fine leading
रिजल्ट बनाउनु छ
in the points table in their own position. And we do have at the last match of the event, and that will be the match of none other
साथी
than
ब्रेक ब्रेक ब्रेक
Miramaricals.
ब्रेक ब्रेक
Yes,
रिजल्ट
guys,
बनाउनु
we
छ
need to go for a small break, and we will be back with the results in the very last matches. So yeah, that will create definitely a hype. We'll be right back. Enjoy the highlights.
behind the screen. Okay, guys, here we are at on the last game. 64 players in 18 teams are over here. We are looking after the team or sports. Yes, for this very team, one of the players is absent. I don't know the exact reason behind that. In this very present situation, NERA or are also getting into the very battles and all at the very time. Players are getting knocked out in this very present situation. Eagle Dragon are there. Or sports. Look at this. Clovis case just got knocked out. AXEBELS is also getting engaged in the very battles with the team Eagles Sports. At in this very present situation, players are also getting knocked out in this very present scenario. AXEBELS just got knocked out. One of the players, who called Zucker, also got exited by this period of the time. That has been some sort of difficult scenario to make it out. And yes, guys, that is trying to over the constant swords, trying to make it out an off, where Mikey also got exited by being sink into the very battle. Not a good game for them to face it out. AXEBELS is over here. One of the players just got knocked out. Two of the players are here at a standby positioning, but moreover, reviving need to get started on time as well. Okay, the revival has already been done on this very present situative concern, and getting ready with the very stunned nade had already been thrown out. Okay, I had to go for that. This goes the stun against that of the very player. And okay, 7-7 also got knocked out. But is trying to go for the constant shot. Lastly, he also got knocked out on this very present scenario. And okay, two players just got knocked out at this very present situation by this here as last place stand. He is responsible to save out each and every players on this consecutive line of line. Players are getting knocked out as Subha's man is a knock against 311 eSports. And in this very present situation as well, grenade is being thrown out. That makes a shot, that makes a knock, and that is being finished at that point of time. 311 Carl Griffith is at on the backside area. Invader also got knocked out. AXEBELS got exited at 16 with 12 elimination on the sider. Yes, sir. Frag have made a very fast frag for the team. Ready for revenge are over here. And if we have to talk about the results and not results and not, but this is the best standings for this very game only. I'm being pretty much excited for the battle proposes for the team. AAX kick player are also getting knocked out in this very present scenario. 49 players are here with 15 teams. Geo and W3 are the players that got exited in this very present situative concern to just look after it. CP Sports Subba is still here, getting ready with that the very grenade. Haber has to go with that. MGLZ Lonely also got knocked out back on this very time. Desert Elf is also got knocked out as well. Rainbow is trying to go for the very shots and alls. Look at this. AA HASHIRA also got knocked and finished in this very present situation. We do have at 47 players with 14 teams. Look at this. MONGOLZ sports are over here. 4K sports. He as King is still here. 4 frags has been already picked out by this team. That is a very fine thing to talk about it. Let's just get moving. TQ Sports is here with the very 4 place standby, trying to go for the swords and alls at that of the very time, just looking after it to go for the swords right now. Look at the spray that is coming against that of the very certain player. 47 player are over here with the 14 teams at the same time on this line of spray. Fry does make it out, knock at the place. TTQ Sports Q is still here online. Only 3 minutes, not 3 but 6 minutes and 56 seconds in the situation. Okay, guys, trying to go for the constant sword. There comes the constant swords against that of the very player. And okay, for the team TTQ, players are not only getting knocked out but trying to make it out of finish. On this time, Murtaza made out a knock against the team NEWERA of Ready Sports, and that was a fact that I must need to call it as right now. Look at this, one of the player for the team, Simple just got knocked in finish, but the fact is that they have had got a game chicken on their side. Yes, trying to go for the fights and all. TTQ haven't had got any sorts of outbreaks in these of the very four matches. So last game will be really important for them to sort of last chance to show their potential in the lobby in front of all of us. Being ready with the ambush 16, searching for a fine angle, but sadly, got knocked out and trying to go for the reflex and all, but not really. He also got knocked out, whereas one of the player Yellow just got finished. Okay, Q also got finished exactly at that same time. Just being ready in order to go for the shots and also, and I'm being pretty much excited with you and one officials. Also got actually that has recording with only 4 frags on their side. We have been converted into 8 minutes of the time by this time, and I'm being pretty much excited in this very situative constant to just look after that. 37 players are over here with the 12 teams in total. Only 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in this very present scenario to go through that. Only 40 seconds left, as I have to call about that fact that this is our stage 2 and we must need to get into the very stage start. 4 OKE as Unity also got knocked out. Or a big E also getting finished. TTQ also here. The Molly is coming against that of the player. Nice knock, but lastly, he also got a finish by the team. DFX, Dream Force eSports. 40k Sports or 4OK Sports got exited as a 2 standing on the side, but City Sports players are also getting knocked out by the team. Ready for revenge. Last man. Okay, make out a clutch, but yeah, that was not a good fact. Ready for revenge have had done a very bad fight against them. Total they have had got some sort of 5 frags, but that was not a good thing to do in this lobby. Never operated sport got exited and restricted with a 2 elimination. All the sports are getting straightforward, whereas 2 of the player already got knocked in finish. So last 2 minutes standing are over here. 28 players and 9 teams are over here. The game has already been converted into 10th minute of the time, and I'm being pretty much excited. Teams are also getting knocked out. 911 Mafia just got knocked in this very creative concern to just look after it. Guys, with the set ready, players are not one knocked, but that is being a finishing touch as well. Alpha Mafia is also getting ready. Okay, there comes the grenade. That makes a fine connection. Okay, nice knock. Okay, last player also got exited from here. Alpha Mafia just have had picked a 3 elimination on their side. MONGOLZ Sports also got exited at hashtag 9 without 5 elimination. The revival need to get started, and Bimoji Sports are getting straightforwardly ahead by this very of the time. The player also got knocked in. So last place standing will be our Repix only. Ready for Revenge is over here with the very 5 elimination. With the okay, one of the players so called Fraglot. Fraglot. He's got 3 elimination on his side. Got contributed or collected 2 frags for the team as well. Remaining 8 teams and 23 players are still in the matches. If we have to talk about that, only 23 players and 8 teams are on the line. Look at this. At on the Impala area, there's being formed a fine zone. The back esports is over here. Habra has to get moving from here as soon as possible. So let's just get ready and moved out of this area as soon as possible. This is the very stage start, and I'm being pretty much excited for the stage of the zone. That will be our stage 5 by this time. Let's just get straight forwardly, straightly to the very zone at the time. We were back esports is here. They have got a go frag. Simple already got knocked in finish at the very time. BKE also got knocked out. Also the very good revenge player also got knocked out. That goes to thought. That is of the very first knock, going for the second one. Have converted that player into okay, this will be the 1v2. Come on. About to make sure the one view close clutch, but couldn't able to do that, so only knocked out of every player. Lastly, he also got instead from the lobby for the team TTQ. Two player already got knocked in place, so last room is time. Okay, for the team Black Eagle Esports, okay, they also get exited at 8 with a remaining to 1v1 kills for them to have that. That was the fact. TTQ Esports, Doom standing, minus Oscarta, very first frag on his or for the team. He was the only contributor that contributed a frag for the team. But moreover, they have been converted or get into the very success, so they could able to grab any. Okay, extra one kills at the system for as well. So let's just get started for Wally there at this time. Moreover, only 14 minutes left. But to just get out of this scenario as soon as possible. So Neptune taking out versus little bit procedure. By this bit of time, TTQ minus is still there. Two of the player already got knocked in place. Last one is planning on this bit is place of time. Only 5 seconds left. And I have to talk about that one fact. This is our test out, and we must need to resolve another stage of the zone by some sort of time period. Let's just get started for Wally around this bit area. TTQ minus is also here. Look at this, only 1 minute left for the another stage of the zone close in. TTQ Sports is still here. So the player already got activated by the time, but yeah, let's just get back to this. And by this time, they need to get into the very zone as soon as possible for the team. All the sports they already got activated as 6-7 without any of the elimination. All the sports are over here. So sports also getting knocked out. TTQ Sports minus will be the last standing. He will be the only one player to viable here on time. TTQ minus is also getting ready to go for the swords and alls at the same time. Let's see what will gonna be happening next. He was shot with that much of fine connection against that player, but not exactly a fine knock at that very point of time. TTQ minus is still here. Three of the player already got knocked in finish, so they need to reach out the safe side as soon as possible. Yes, they are getting straight forward, but back in the time. I don't know why they are getting back and all. Only 3 seconds left, and this is our stage shot, and we must reach out to the another stage of the zone. That will be our stage. Let's try to let's get quickly to the very zone, but just comes the constant sort of glimpses of the very players. Not good fact. Look at this, minus is facing some sort of difficulties to just be really on that. Look at this. Three player already got exited. Last standing minus is being straightly or getting into the very zone straightly. 2-1-1, 3-1-3. X Alpha will be the last one. Cosmos with another one player so called Mafia got exited from the lobby. SHREEPECH has been picked out by the solo player named as Alpha Mafia. Congratulations to him for being a dominator for the team in the lobby. Last and remaining are over here with the 16 players. This goes the source against that of the very player. The healing up job need to get started on time, so they are doing that on this very line. Okay, guys, they are getting straightforward in this very busy situation. This is a very stressful, and we need to go for the another stage of the zone at the area in Pala. Let's just get straightforward. To that, we are stood well for the team, ready for bench and ready for benches. Okay, preparedly ready for this second inning, I guess. Yes, look at this. We have C scores at that place. And yeah, family. Yes, Black is over here. Let's just get closer. KMW Sagar also got knocked out by the team. BXC Diz is also there. Sagar not knocked, but that means the team that got finished at that point as well. They have had got 5 eliminations on their side. Simple also got knocked and finished in this very present situation. Not a fine fact for it as. Let's just get the healing up procedure need to get started on time as I have to talk about that. Not later on, but by this time, only 30 seconds left. Instead of the zone, we have stage 5 trying to go for the constant shots and alls. And let's just get up. Only 20 seconds left. This is the very stage 4, and we are reaching out to the another stage of the zone. Only 6 teams are here, and among these of the very teams will be the very team. Okay, look at this. Number back is still here. Only 6 teams are over here as well. Only 15 teams are over there as well. Okay, look at this. For the team, NEWERA eSports are over here. 5 frag has been already been collected by this team. Ready for revenge. Are also facing some sort of difficulties as two of the player instantly got knocked in finished last room in standing. NEWERA is also making out of certain cover out of this area. So I'm getting ready. Okay, let's just get ready. Certain all need to get going. Fragment also got knocked out at the very time. Last place standing, last place standing. He must need to hit himself since he have been converted into a very low HP and using that first in order to get full healed up. I bet already done that. 16. Let's go for the short and all. This comes the constant shot with the that's been converted into a very low HP. Lastly, he also got exited from the lobby. Only 2 well players with the 5 teams are for a fine angle, but look at the knock. Look at the knock. Ready for Benz also got exited has 6 with a 5 elimination. In total, they got 7 points on their side, so that was good, but not that great as well. But if we have to talk about the team, ready, okay, Beauty and Gangster. Also here. Okay, trying to go for the shots, and last in the list player also got exited from here. TTQ also got exited as has stuck 5 with a single elimination on their side. The healing up procedure need to get started, and they are doing that. So in this very present situation, have it already done that. Healing up barrel on time, got 5 elimination on his own for the team BX Esports as well. They got 6 elimination in total, whereas 3 elimination by player number 2. Player number 1 have had got some sort of 2 frags on their side, whereas player number 4 have had just got a single frag on their side. Whereas for the team BX, Vine has also got knocked out by the team DFx, Team 4 Esports. Indian gangsters are here. Many teams are engaging in the very battle. This is the stage 4th. We do have at 4 teams, and which will be the champion for the last in the list game. I'm being ready for that. Yes, guys, let's just get ready in this very present situation. 4 teams are still here. Only a minute left. And trying to go for the shots and all. Look at this. Nice knock at that place as well. I had to some sort of throw grenade and all at the place, but I didn't that. Go for the shots and all. Trying to get out a knock, but okay. Not exactly a knock at that place. Lastly, okay, make it out a knock as well. Look at this. Last remaining 4 teams with 11 players are over here. 11 players with the 4 teams for sure. Let's just get up in this very presence, this very constant to just look after it and all. Beauty and gangsters are over here. 6 frag Haber has already been picked out by this team. In this very present scenario, your bag is also being ready, trying to go for the shots and alls, but haven't been through it. But I am pretty much excited. The game is being converted into a very intense battle at the time. I'm really excited to see which will be that lucky enough team to grab this game as a second winner. They are just getting down. Beauty and Gangster are still here. 6 pack Aber has already been collected by this team. It's looking after a fine angle to go for the swords and all. At the time, this comes the constant swords against this of the very player. The bandage applying procedure also need to be done on time. That is it. Here goes the constant swords. 3-1, 1-3 Mafia also got contributed a very low HP. Lastly, he also last remaining 3 teams are over here. 3x Alpha also got exited as a 4 with a 6 elimination, which makes the total points of 10, a 4 pin as a placement, 6 as a frag points, and that makes before he's been having right over got knocked out for both of the teams. But look at this Beauty and Gangsters are trying to make heroic exit at the last, but sadly another one player also got knocked out. To be to battle between these of the very teams. We're back in sports and Gangsters, both of them are being strong enough. Lastly, last player taken down. Second enough goes to the team, none other than Beauty and the Gangster, and that will be a very fabulous second dinner for the team to grab it out. Congratulations for the team. Congratulations for the beautiful second dinner. And yes, guys, are you guys ready for the results and who will be the champion for this event? Let me know your prediction in the chat section. I'm just being ready for that in order to see all of this stuff at the time. But let's just be ready and prepared in order to figure out our champions for the match. I was excited, but yeah, ahead of that, we must have to see this game results, this game consecutive results, and all at the same time. And yes, let's just be ready. Okay, and we got the winner chicken dinner team. So called BXC Beauty and Gangster have done a very good outbreaks in this very match. So I must have to congratulate them and nice game for them to have it. And we must have to be ready further. What is that coming out after this? Okay, let's get into the very another segment. Okay, we are heading to our champions directly. Who was the champion for this event? And the champion will be the team. Yes, none other than MONGOLZ eSports with the 2 second dinner on their name. Yes, guys, they will be the champion for this overall event presented by Inbl eSports with a total 80 points. 50 for elimination, 26 as a placement point, 2 game 10 points as a some sort of chickens as they did our 2 winner chicken dinner. So congratulations to the team Mongols, and we are heading to our another runner-up team by this time. Which will be the runner-up team? Are you guys ready for that? Okay, there's come the overall top players, and add in the top, we will be able to see Raindrop with the 15 frags in total as a MVP. Secondly, we got a Desert with the 13 frags in total as second. Third will be Orlock with the 12 frags. Fourth will be Apple with the 12 frag as well. Quang is here with the 12 frag as well. And this will be our over top players. At the top, we got the player Raindrop, and there comes the over results. At the first, we got the champion. Mongol is put in 80 points. Secondly, we exhibited a gangster. They will be the runner-up with 60 points, 20 points cap. And look at the at the third, we will able to see and B Sport with 59 points. And at the fourth, we will able to see the OR Sports with the 50 points. Fifth will be 40Ks, and that was the results. And we have had already completed this over it wins, and first game has been taken out by Mongols, second by OR, third by NB, fourth by Mongols. Again, lastly, we actually did a very great exit at the last, and this was our event presented by NBL Sports total $100 prize pool, and that has been come out a serious game for the team Mongols, and congratulations for them and congratulations for the team BXA as well. The last container lead them to be at hashtag second, and that was really fabulous. And yeah, all of you, thank you for being here till the last. Me, Gaston Mole, I'm signing off from INBL Pro Series. Okay, we will look after you at Monday. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, tata, tata, tata.